Amen, Abele. They're from Minnesota, Mississippi. I think I was pronouncing their band name wrong, so I apologize, guys. Sounds of the Truth. I'm Shells, your host on Let's Talk About the Music. And on the other line, I do have Mike from MusicSUBMIT.com.
Yeah.
And you're talking about, is MusicSUBMIT, can't speak all of a sudden. Is it free for artists to sign up?
It's free to sign up, and we also offer a free tool where you can submit yourself to any place you'd like. So you get the press kit, and you get to put your songs in and get a nice little kit. To get submitted, though, to the stations and sites in our network, there's fees involved, and it's not like it's going to break the bank. Like, the most expensive thing on our website right now is $100. So you really can't spend more than $200 by piecing these things together. And there's stuff there for for $34.95, we do 100 submissions for you. So it gives every artist a chance. Is basically our thinking behind that.
Okay, cool. So you gotta save up $100 and they start spinning everything around. Okay, sounds cool.
Yeah, between 35 and 100 or something like that. I understand the artists don't have the biggest budgets, especially for promo, because it's already been spent on production and, band equipment and everything, instruments. And so when it comes down to promo, they really don't have more than a few $100s left. And a publisher's is like in the four figures, $1,500, $3,000 for a couple month campaign, and all that money goes out, and you're like wondering what just happened. So we think the promos should be, from 500 and lower is what you should be as any band spending on promo and radio and blogs just to get, some traction out there.
Now, do you have any book agencies submitting music to you guys, or is it just bands themselves?
Yeah, just artists. You have to have recorded music. We some songwriters call up and say, "Can you submit my lyrics to other bands to record?" Well, we're not publishers, but maybe try these guys. But yeah, we concentrate on radio and blogs, webzines, and places that would like to listen to indie music and broadcast it on their station or post about it in the blog.
Cool. Now, when young podcasters like myself sign up, are we instantly approved, or do we wait for 48 hours, or how does that work?
Yeah, when a new site that wants to come in and review music and use MusicSUBMIT to get all their band submissions, you fill out a form and then we check out your website and we maybe listen to a show or something and decide, is this a site that an indie band would like to get their music to? Is basically what we ask ourselves. And so, there's not a ton of you got to be so many listeners or so many watts or something like that. If it looks like you're looking for indie music and you've got maybe even just a small blog, sure, we'll send you indie artists. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, what about artists when they actually submit their music? How long does it take them to be approved?
Well, bands just can come in and basically they can just purchase a package. We hear the music after they get a promo package, and we generally approve it. And because, like I was saying before, we don't judge it on its merits in terms of does it deserve to get airplay or not. We let the person that actually runs a station or a blog make that call. So we just try to fit the best genres, together so that you're getting the type of music you like.
I think one of the other questions too that when you're breaking up early in the show is that what kind of genres do you actually get the most?
What kind of genres do we get the most?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably rock and hip-hop, I would say, are our two biggest genres. There's just a lot of artists in those two genres. And, there's still main genre, mainstream genres. But we do get a lot of like R&B and pop. We get a lot of other things like jazz and bluegrass and folk, singer-songwriter, acoustic. Get hard rock and metal all the time, and then new age and world music.
What was the last one again? World or global?
World.
World. Okay.
World is just like it could be from any other country outside of North America. Really,
okay.
It could be all kinds of interesting Afro funk, jazz, trip hop, acid jazz.
Yeah. Okay. So outside of all of that, and how long has MusicSubmit.com has been around? What's the history behind it?
About 11 years, 2005. Me and another guy, he was a musician and I was just I guess it's a music fan really. And he basically recorded his own songs and started getting them out. This is the earlier days of the internet,
Mm-hmm.
But he started submitting his music, his own songs to different bloggers and different internet radio stations. And then he sort of saved his work, and did it for other bands, other friends' bands in the same genre. And then we sort of made a business out of it and decided to see how many bands we can get involved.
And it kind of grew. Mike?
Whoops, sorry, Shel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. And so basically after that, it just grew to be bigger than you thought it would be, right?
Right. Yeah. It started out as a hobby of a musician, and then when we really got our start was through CD Baby. Actually, this is when Derek Sivers, the founder of CD Baby, was running the company, and we hooked up with him, and he took a look at it, and he really liked it, and he sent, he blogged about it on his late night bloggers. Blog page. He said you guys should really check out MusicSUBMIT, and that's when it sort of turned in from just a hobby into an actual business, because a lot of his artists came into our site, and really that's kind of where we got our start.
That's cool, because I talk about you guys all the time. I brag about you guys.
That's so awesome, Shel.
The fact that when I wasn't getting any musicians for a while, I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Because before I was a blog, I started playing all their music videos. And that's how I got everyone rolling and going before it was on the blog. And then I was running out of videos to play, like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm running out. And all of a sudden, you emailed me and say, hey, I figure what's going on. Why are you not getting any music? You got your zip code on. So I guess I was getting nothing but here in Tacoma and Seattle only, and nothing else. And so since I wasn't getting anybody else, it got me really scared that none of my local musicians here in Tacoma or Seattle is submitting to you guys. And I have a lot of bands who are fantastic who need to pay attention to the show.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of bands out there that are just sort of, if not frustrated, and just sort of fatigued with trying to find all these different outlets for their music and contacting blogs and stations one at a time. It's really, really difficult doing a spreadsheet and keeping track of their contact info and all this stuff. And you never know if they're going to respond. And it's hard. So when you think of it like that, sometimes it's hard for blogs to get bands to send them music just because they're tired of doing it.
Yeah. Or if they feel that
ones and twosies, it's a lot of muck work, as they say.
Yeah, well, I feel that maybe if they submit it, they may not get approved, or they're not going to get anywhere with this, so they're just going to keep doing what they're doing.
Right, or you send out like this email blast where you blast your music out to every single person on your list, and that gets old,
Mm-hmm.
And then there's sites on places like Fiverr, you can go on there and for $5 somebody will tell you that they'll send you to 1 million different DJs or something, which is ludicrous.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to do those things either. You want to go with companies that have been around and reputable and not going to break the bank and give you fair shot. It's really up to the music. The best promo company in the world isn't going to help music that isn't there. And by the same token, sometimes the best music doesn't need any kind of promo. But most bands fall into that range where they need to get something and they got to get something legit.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Because I wanted to do the best I can possibly do is encourage these guys to get more of their music, because there's, like I said, there's a lot of bands out there that I do know come out of states, from Canada, from all places, that actually are fantastic, and I just wish they would actually, submit more music to people like you. So that's just my opinion.
Yep. Mhm.
So anyway, I'm gonna take a small little music break real quick. I'll be right back with Mike. So don't go anywhere, okay? This is Barnes Within You. Hard rock is Bribe in the Bone. Hard rock.